Hey, let's play some Starfield. Hello, hello. There's my audio. Alright, I am live on Twitch at twitch.tv/JewelSmith. Okay, so here's what's going on. I reloaded back about 40 minutes from my last session. I was playing through, I'm doing the Crimson Fleet quest line, and we are doing the best there is. I am on board I think it's called the SY920, and I've been sneaking I'm disguised. Yeah, there it is, SY20. I'm trying to find the ComSpike. I've been smuggled on board. I found a disguise. I've obtained a clearance code. I have the ensign uniform. I've got to go to the engineering bay. Alright, the reason I reloaded to this save that I had is because I want to try to do this a little bit differently. Well, also, I failed to pick up some evidence that's here in this office. When I go to meet the scientists, I guess there's some evidence I can get for the case against the Crimson Fleet. But also, I failed to convince him, and I'm going to see if I can try to persuade him without having to sell out that one lady. The lady who smuggled me here was saying she was going to fly off and leave me, so I kind of sold her out so I could convince the scientists that there were Crimson Fleet pirates trying to get the ComSpike, and I convinced him I was the legitimate pilot and I was going to save the ComSpike. But anyway, let's just see if I can convince him that I'm the pilot without having to sell out that pirate lady. But also, let's go see if we can find the evidence in his office. So I'm basically redoing this last 10 or 15 minutes of this mission here. Try to get a better outcome.
Bayu here. Goggles almost unloaded. We'll be departing shortly.
Why are you leaving? Are you really leaving?
You've done. You've managed to get through the entire station without raising a single alarm. But the longer I stick around, the more people ask questions. And that's before they find out what you've been up to.
Okay. Well, it was fun while it lasted.
If only all my deliveries were as smooth as this one. That being said, I can stay in orbit for a short while. I'll need to send word to Delgado anyway, if you don't get off that station. But it looks like you'll need to find your own way off the ship. That doesn't mean you're trapped. On a station this big, there are bound to be other vessels you can steal. As a member of the Crimson Fleet, I trust you can handle that.
Alright. I've made it this far. Don't worry about me, I'm the best there is. Well, that's the name of the quest line.
The confidence. Either way, you're going to get your chance to prove it. Good luck. If you manage to get the ComSpike and make it out alive, next time you're at the Nova, I'll buy you a drink.
Alright. I've been walking around picking up stuff. Because I can. Nothing seems to be marked stolen. Alright, now I remember I came in here.
The team is looking for more test pilots.
Yes, if you have experience.
And I remember I walked over here and I grabbed all of this.
I've flown a Discovery class, but I'm not.
I've been so stressed out thinking about this project.
bet you wouldn't have too many difficulties.
I don't want to stand too close to anybody or they might recognize me. Now there's locker rooms in here. I can come in here and I can grab this test pilot suit. Grab these credits. I can grab this helmet. Just somebody left a chunks potato just sitting there. Looks like there's a vent here. I might have been able to come through the vents at some point if I didn't have a uniform. Well, let's try putting on the pilot's outfit. I'm going to do a save here. And put on the pilot suit. There we go. All right. Looks pretty cool. What's over here? Security, engineering, and docking ports. Oh. Okay. Now,
intercepting transponder data in a Alpha system might be promising.
I'm here to do this all over again.
According to autocorrelation models, results in risk increased by a magnitude of 2. But we won't tell Commander.
Oh, there's a vent here too.
Won't kill her.
Status. Updates. Steal a docking port key card. Huh. I don't know. I didn't do that before. Let's look around in here and see what we can find. There we go. Eubanks and Woods evidence. Let's nab that.
Get me reinstated. Natara's doing you a favor, Marcine. Would you have preferred a court-martial? Dishonorable discharge? Because all of that was on the table. I would have preferred things to remain as they were, so I made a mistake. But my work on the ComSpike was and is irrelevant. Dr. Vogel will do just fine without you. Besides, we both know the only reason you were on that project was to bloat the budget so we could embezzle the creds. And to that end, your share of the funds should be transferred to your Gal Bank account shortly. What am I supposed to even say to that? Those funds are the reason I don't have a job. You could start by saying thank you. Hell, I even warned you not to poke the bear. Commander Natara being the Ursine predator in this analogy. Aaron was right. I should have never hit send. Yeah, you screwed up. Royally. But you can protect Dr. Gong and all the King's subjects. advice? On some planet at the edge of the galaxy where you can relax for a bit. Lean back. Really dig your feet in the sand. Just get your mind off all of this. Oh, and stop with the sad puppy dog face, too. Makes you look guilty.
And what kind of face am I supposed to have?
The face of someone who got away with it.
Well, I don't know who Eubanks and Woods are, but I guess now we have evidence against them. Ooh, it's a nice power pack. Oh, there's a vent there. Alright, well, the last time I came through here, I talked to this scientist and was able to talk my way into getting the ComSpike. But I don't know if there's another way to steal a key card. Let's see if there's one through here somewhere.
So, what's this big project you're working on?
Because there's a vent right here.
I can tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
Really? Couldn't you just trust me?
No? Right out the airlock you'd go. But I just want to enjoy it.
I don't see a key card anywhere. I thought there might be one in here.
Pardon.
Safety of our test pilots. Budget cuts. Draft letter to Commander Natara. Did you read my draft? I don't think that helps me get a key card. Alright, well, let's go back and talk to the scientist this time. See if we can convince him to let us onto the ComSpike. But first, I'm gonna take some persuasion. I can't remember. Is it? No. This adds persuasion, but not very much. I think there's a different one. Is it Hippolyta? Yeah, okay. Plus 20% persuasion chance.
Wait, who are you? Why are you in here? Did you not see the sign?
Are you the person in charge of the project?
Oh, yes. I've been studying decryption of all types for quite a long time. Probably since before you took your first crab jump. Signal protocol, quantum ratchet symmetry, interleaving data extrapolation. You name it, I've lectured on it. I've probably forgotten half of it, but I definitely knew it once.
I'm with the security team.
The ComSpike. But I can't just hand it to you. It's a module for a ship. It's attached to a prototype in one of our docking ports. We're still in the testing phase, running decryptions across a variety of signal types, but the results so far have been very promising. It can even interpolate signal data lost in the retrieval. It really is a wondrous technology.
Oh, decryption on that level has vast military applications. No wonder the UC is interested in it. I'll say that.
Yes, it's not quite cracking the Enigma code, but it will give us a significant tactical advantage. We'll be able to infer everything from battle plans to meal consumption. Not that we'd care about that sort of thing, outside of the effects of diet on combat readiness. And yes, there are certain kinks to be worked out, missing parts and the occasional traumatic injury here and there, but it's all part of the adventure.
I'd be a good pilot. I love adventure.
Yes, it's not the destination, but the journey that matters. Particularly when the destination is death. But don't worry.
What?
We've corrected the problem with the ship's life support systems, and statistical models show a failure rate of less than 2%. In short, I've requested a full squadron of these brave and fearless Marines to be transferred to the station. They'll give the prototype a final run, and provided there are minimal casualties, we can present our findings to MAST.
Excellent. I'm one of those new test pilots. All right, this is the persuasion that I failed last time.
That was fast. I thought I put in the request this morning. Normally my requests aren't given this much attention, let alone haste. It seems a tad suspicious.
We don't have time for this. I was told it was an emergency.
You're right. We do need to hurry if we're going to have this module ready in time.
I'm a test pilot. I have years of experience to prove it.
That is true.
Oh, I can use auto persuade now.
And they didn't bother to share it with me. I will need to have a word with MAST about this. All right, you've convinced me. You're the new test pilot. You're already in uniform, so that means you just need a password. You'll find the prototype ship at Docking Bay 8. Use the password to access the flight terminals in the control center. And of course, best of luck. You are doing science a great service by undertaking this sacrifice.
All right. Now where to? It says I'm supposed to steal a key card here. Oh no, I'm supposed to steal one from him. Alright, well he gave me the password, so I don't need to steal the key card, I would think. I just walk through here.
Reporting for duty, pilot?
Yes, sir. I've got a test flight. I'm expected. Dr. Vogel gave the
Another
approval.
test flight, huh? You pilots are braver than me. You're clear to pass. Don't forget to schedule the flight in the control center. Is it me, or does the station seem busier?
We've got word of some suspicious.
Alright, it says optional. I can schedule in the control center. How do I get to the control center? Flight control. I didn't do this last time.
Pilot.
All right, we scheduled a test flight. I don't know what all that other stuff is there for, but all right.
It's tough not seeing any action, but securing a station like this is a pretty important duty.
Okay. Anything interesting in here?
The Marines on this station are some of the best in the galaxy.
Don't mind me, just taking some cred sticks. And a digipick. Alright, I guess I'll just walk out of here. I don't know, I'm really tempted to like look around and see what else there is in here to see. Nobody seems
With
to
the
mind
change
me
in
being in
leadership,
here.
security's been beefed up.
Excuse me.
I've heard the technology in this station would make the FC surrender before we even started.
Just looking around. Seeing what there is to see.
Things were different under Commander Woods. I hope Natara's tenure is temporary.
Alright. Well, let's get the heck out of here.
Pardon.
Alright. We're gonna fly off with the ComSpike. No one will be the wiser. Panacea. Alright, now what happened last time is when I started to fly this ship, it became my home ship, and suddenly Amelia Earhart and Ezekiel were on here with me, even though that wouldn't make any sense.
Prototype ship, you are cleared for takeoff. We'll begin the test on your departure.
Recording test flight data. Please adhere to the scheduled flight plan and let us know if you have any issues.
Alright, return to the key. Alright, we're back at the key. And this time I have some evidence to turn in.
Nice day, huh?
Hey, Zeke. Technically, he and Amelia would be flying my other ship over here to meet me. I'll take that.
Happy you're here, Captain.
Thanks, Amelia. Alright, now we're back to where we left off, pretty much.
Well, well, well. Welcome back, Rook. Looks like you got a new toy for me. Go on in and give everyone the lowdown. We'll take care of things from here.
Alright. Except this time, Juan's not going to be mad at me.
Are you looking to start something? Because I'll finish.
Because I didn't betray her to the UC in order to get out of there with the ship.
Yeah?
Oh, now she's in the bar instead of in the command center. She's She's gonna want to buy me a drink, just like she said she would.
So there I am. UC security on my tail, and my
Nice to know Neva was right about you. It's good to have a promising rookie with the fleet.
baddest leech I've ever seen. Worm nearly got me dusted.
Neva vouched for me?
Surprise? Neva talks tough, and frankly, she is tough. But she's not a machine.
Alright, I couldn't have done it without you. I'll say that, even though... I mean, I guess it's technically true,
I won't
but...
deny I helped. Let's hope the compensation reflects that, huh? Anyway, I believe I owe you a drink. It's the last time I'm paying, of course. Because if Delgado's right about Crix's
Grog
legacy,
added.
you've earned more than your fair share already with that ComSpike.
Alright. Did Delgado clue you in on the ComSpike?
Yeah, and I had to feign my surprise to make sure I didn't rat you out. But thanks for trusting me with that info all the same. Us rooks have to stick together.
Alright, Crix's legacy is as good as ours.
Sounds like you're on board as a true believer. I have to admit, the way things are going, I'm starting to believe myself. Anyway, I've kept you long enough. Now that you've had your drink and my debt is paid, it's time for you to give Delgado the good news.
Alright. Yeah, that went very differently.
I heard his sister
Alright, now we'll go report back to Delgado, blah blah blah. Then we'll talk to Jazz, blah blah blah.
Box grog is fine if you like cheap moonshine. Give me an urge, bro. No,
Alright, Delgado. Hello?
Jasmine tells me that you not only brought us the ComSpike, but an entire prototype UC ship. I'm impressed, Rook. Very impressed.
The ComSpike was built into the ship, so I didn't really have a choice.
Should have taken the compliment, Rook. Dale doesn't give those out often. Juan gave us the full rundown of your little smash and grab operation. She gave you some really high praise. Said you were a pro.
And from what I hear, receiving praise from Huan Daiyu is quite an accomplishment. All in all, a job well done. Now, on to the business at hand. Jasmine, are you there?
Yep, I'm here, boss. What's up?
How's it going?
I already have 2 of my crew tearing the ship apart from one end to the other. ComSpike shouldn't be too tough to extract. I'm looking forward to seeing what those UC techs have been up to.
Keep me posted. All right. That leaves our electromagnetic atmosphere problem. And I think we've discovered a solution. There's a corporation in the city of Neon called Generdyne. They're responsible for the massive conduction grid that powers the city. We get our hands on their electrical absorption tech, and Jasmine swears she can tame it to handle Bannock 4.
Alright, I have faith.
You damn right she can. My girl can piece together a jump engine with her eyes shut. Literally, I've seen her do it. Lost good money on that bet.
All right, let's not get carried away, neighbor. Now, why don't you give us the info on our Neon contact?
You get to meet up with the lovely Estelle Vincent. She's had her deft little fingers on the pulse of Neon for some time now. Whatever info you need, I guarantee she can get.
Estelle is one of the most reliable captains we have in the fleet. If I want something done, there's none of the typical bullshit. It gets done, and afterward, we all split the cash.
I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
No. There is no getting along here. You are going to do everything she asks. Follow her instructions to the letter. She is valuable to the fleet. You piss her off and we lose her as a contact, you're going to be answering to me.
Okay. Estelle will be waiting at Madame Sauvage's place. I'd say don't keep her waiting, but chances are she won't mind. Girl loves her liquor.
And keep your eyes on the prize. Neon's one big distraction for people like us, so I want you focused. We are one step away from Quix's legacy, and we cannot afford any screw-ups.
Okay. Proceed to the UC Vigilance. I'm still wearing this pilot helmet. Crap. There we go. I like that. Ooh, this is nice. All right, that's the one I usually wear. Alright, I'm wearing the pilot skip pack. The bounty hunter skip pack's the one I usually wear. But now I have this advanced deep seeker power pack. Let's take a look at that. Compare it to what I've got here. Oh geez, hang on, I gotta handle some issues in the chat room. Yeah, that's spam, my dude. All right. Fucking wasting my time with that bullshit. Alright. Okay, what have I got here? Yeah, the bounty hunter skip pack's still better. I think. But the deep seeker power pack weighs a little less, and it's a power boost pack instead of a skip capacity boost pack. I don't know what the difference is. I guess I'll wear this one for a little while and see what it's like. It definitely looks cooler. It's a little bit more sleek and streamlined. Alright. Let's take off the pilot spacesuit. Put this one back on. There we go. Alright, so what am I supposed to do next? Proceed to the UC Vigilance. Alright.
Ask Jazz about any ship upgrades. Nothing worse than a pirate ship.
And I'm back on the Kepler R. Big ass ship. Yeah, I've got chat rules posted. Anytime anybody comes into the chat room for the first time, they'll see a pop-up of chat rules, and you know, my chat rules are pretty simple. Don't be an asshole. Don't post spam. Don't start arguments. Don't be rude. Don't waste my time. Yeah, so anybody posting spam gets blocked and deleted and reported.
How's the pirating business, mole? See ya.
I still don't know what this dude's deal is.
I miss the sun on Jamison. Once I get time off.
Hey, Will, how you doing? Welcome to the chat room. How's your day?
I wouldn't want to be there at mast when the commander has to explain taking the ComSpike.
Anything new to report?
It seems you had quite the eventful mission on your hands. You still have the Crimson Fleet's trust, and you were able to spare lives in the process.
Yeah. Given that it was a UC station, I thought it best not to hurt anyone.
And on behalf of the United Colonies and Commander Natara, I thank you.
Excuse me, sir. I hate to interrupt, but there's still the matter of the ComSpike to discuss.
Yes, of course, Lieutenant. Time is short, and we should get to the matter at hand. Please give me your report.
Delgado has Jasmine Durand working on the ComSpike. A cargo ship captain named Huan Daiyu helped me get on the station. Will you be arresting her? What do you mean time is short? I asked this one about arresting Huan Daiyu before, and they said, oh, only if you bring us evidence. And I had already brought them evidence against her a while back. So I'm not even going to bother asking that. What do you mean time is short?
With the acquisition of the ComSpike, the fleet is one step closer to Crix's legacy. And the more people we arrest, the greater the chance that your infiltration is discovered. We're working against the clock here, so let's start by discussing the status of the ComSpike.
Okay. Delgado has Jasmine Durand working on it.
It's just a matter of time before she reverse engineers it to fit the fleet's purposes. So what does Delgado have you doing next? Has he solved the Bannock 4 problem?
He believes Generdyne's conduction grid in Neon is the key.
The conduction grid?
That's brilliant, but is it actually possible? It's 80-year-old tech. Sorry, sir. The conduction grid is how Neon generates its power. It essentially absorbs lightning strikes and converts it to usable energy. It would take a hell of an engineer to modify the technology to handle Bannock 4's EM field. An engineer, like Jasmine Durand.
That's the case. Inform our contacts on Neon that our operative will be touching down there in the near future.
Absolutely, sir.
And before you depart, I wanted you to know that your efforts are helping us gain interest among my superiors. They're finally beginning to believe that we can take down the Crimson Fleet and make amends for the UC's embarrassing mistake.
Good. I'm glad they're taking you seriously. Aren't you concerned that the fleet is getting close to Crix's legacy? What embarrassing mistake? I'll ask that.
The fact that our common enemy owes its existence to the United Colonies, of course. It was the riot at the Lock, touched off by Jasper Crix, that inspired him to create the Crimson Fleet in the first place.
Thanks to your assistance, we'll be able to rectify that mistake, and MAST will authorize an all-out assault.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. Aren't you concerned the fleet's getting close to Crix's legacy?
Of course I am, but it's a calculated risk.
All right, well, I'm glad they're finally taking you seriously.
It's long overdue. All right, I suppose that's all for now. I'll be looking forward to your next report. Good luck. And please, be careful.
Okay, thank you. Ooh, 12,000 credits. Nice. Okay, and some XP. And I gotta go to Neon, right? Will is saying busy at work, now relaxing. Oh, good. Enjoy your relaxation time. And did you manage to get the ComSpike without killing anyone? Yes, I did. I did not have to kill a single solitary soul. And it's all because Aaron helped me in the chat room. I actually played through this part the past 45 minutes or so. I had already done in my last session, but I reloaded and I wanted to redo it because I wasn't happy with how it turned out, and also I had forgotten to grab some evidence and do a few other things. So I reloaded and I kind of replayed the end of that previous mission, grabbed some evidence, looked around a little bit. Yeah, but Aaron explained to me that I could like grab a uniform and be in disguise, and then I grabbed a pilot suit. Well, actually, I did that. I found a pilot suit in the locker and I put that on, and then I was able to like basically pretend to be a pilot and grab the ship and everything. Yeah, I didn't have to shoot anybody. Well done, thank you. I can't really take credit though. it was Aaron helping me out a lot, and Aaron helped me through the Ryujin mission. He knew a fast, easy way to sneak in and get through that one real quick. So
I'm not worried about the fleet taking the ComSpike. Not like they have the brains to use it.
It's good to have you back.
I have some evidence for you, Lieutenant Toft.
Nice work. Let me take a look.
This recording about the ComSpike shows that the UC's got some internal issues going on.
Cost overruns, siphoning project funds? How deep does this well go? Our forensic accounting team is going to have their hands full. I'll send this to MAST right away. Let's just hope that a few rotten apples within the UC haven't spoiled the entire bunch. Find anything else?
Nope, I guess that's all I've got for now.
Fine. I know there's more out there, so keep on it.
Well, technically 2 more pieces of evidence based on the list that I looked up online. Okay,
we'll be here
bye.
If you need us.
I've already gotten her special pistol from her, even though I'm not done turning in all the evidence yet. But I guess after so many pieces of evidence, then she just gives you her Memento Mori pistol. Okay. Before I leave, I need to swing by the brig and see my baby Armin.
I saw one of the ensigns get an Alpha Centauri from Officer Petrosian the other day. The man takes his job very seriously.
Yeah. He's a babe.
As a former convict, you've seen the inside of the cell. Stay out of mine and we'll get along just fine.
Nah, I'm not going to be in your cells.
Can't wait.
Okay, great. Get out of here. I'm trying to talk to Armin. Go on. Get. Hello.
I appreciate you bringing me that audio log. Crix may be biased, but that doesn't mean he's a liar.
I know I don't actually have any additional dialogue with you, but I just like looking at your face. Oh, look at that little smile. He's such a sweetie. Alright. We'll have dinner later. In my ship. I have a fancy new ship to show you. I know, I can't actually have dinner with him. It's all in my head. Let me dream. Damn it. I don't think we've gotten anybody else arrested. I've given her tons of evidence, but no one else has been arrested, so... Nah, I don't know. Maybe I just have to progress the quest line up to a certain point, and then they'll
get rid of all the pirates,
have a brig full of prisoners. Alright. So now where do we need to go? Travel to Neon for absolute power. Okay. We've been to Neon many, many times before. Will is asking, was it you who told me your husband sided with the pirates? Nope, I don't think that was me. Because I don't think he sided with the pirates. My husband did play this game. He played all the way through to New Game Plus. But I don't think he sided with the pirates. Alright, I'm going to do a little bit of shipbuilding here, though, before I head in to do anything else. I don't like the layout of my ship.
Need some work done? Hey, what can I do for you? Okay, no problem.
Okay, here we go. I no longer have the ComSpike. The Star Eagle has much higher weapons systems available somehow. You can see that the blue there. I've got more power and more weapons. I want to power this thing up. And I want to redo the layout of the interior. Alright. So this may be a while. Not sure what it's going to take. Alright, right now we have the all-in-one berth connected to the cockpit, and I don't want that. Oh, okay. This is... Oh, okay, because these are on weapon mounts. Alright. I just want to move them out of the way. Alright, so let's take a look here what we've got. This is a nose cap. This is a storeroom with a docker on top. And this is the all-in-one berth. don't think I want that. I mean, I want to keep it on the ship. I don't necessarily want it right there. Okay. I want this battle stations thing to be connected to the cockpit. Got a storeroom and a storeroom. I don't need all those storerooms. Oh, no problem, Will. Will says, okay, sorry. No problem. I know, you probably watch lots of different people playing the game, and it's easy to lose track of who did what. At least it is for me, I know. Wish the game had better ships that you can buy. I find the shipbuilding a bit boring. I actually like the shipbuilding. It's probably the one of my favorite things in the game. Yeah, well, I mean, they have ships you can buy in lots of different places, and I've looked at some of them, but, I don't mind doing the shipbuilding. Like I said, I like it. I enjoy it. But, you know, to each their own. I mean, I also really enjoyed the settlement building in Fallout 4, and a lot of people did not. Okay. So here we have the captain's quarters, workshop, and the living quarters. Now I'm going to take out the captain's quarters. I think the captain's quarters should be near the cockpit. Alright. This is the landing bay. And the landing bay is right next to the infirmary, and that's good. I want to keep that way. Because I don't want to be trying to take people who are wounded and shove them through the holes with the ladders and stuff. You should be able to go right on the ship, straight into the infirmary. So that's fine. I'm fine with that. But from there, quarters, science lab. Alright, so this is the med bay. If we go straight up from the med bay, we're going into what? Yeah. Because that's how I want that configured. So that I'm going from the cockpit into the command center, And the captain's quarters right there off of the cockpit. Alright. And we might need to shift all of that backwards. But for now, that's the way I want it. Okay. That's the 3-in-1 berth. Let's put that on there. I'm thinking. I've got science lab, living quarters, and workshop. Okay, that puts the living quarters right above the infirmary and connected to the all-in-one berth. The science lab there. The workshop there. I'm looking at everything. Let me look. Let me think. Alright, this is a structural component. Mid-bracer. I don't think I need it. But I do need something to kind of go over this, I think. Because this engine's kind of just floating there. It's sort of weird. Oh, Will says, I know most people like the shipbuilding. I guess I'm just different. No, that's okay. I mean, yeah, I mean, everybody's different. I don't know if most people like it. I think it's kind of split down the middle. I mean, it was like with Fallout 4, half the people I knew who played Fallout 4 didn't like the settlement building, and half the people I knew who played it loved the settlement building. So, like, you know, just different people like different things. My husband's not crazy about the shipbuilding in this. He could really do without it. We were just talking about that the other day. He was like, oh, I don't like the shipbuilding. And I was like, oh, I love the shipbuilding. But, you know, yeah, I mean, everybody's different. All right, that kind of rearranges things quite a bit. I think I prefer that. I mean, I don't know if I'm crazy about... Let's see what it looks like if I put this there. Does that look weird? No, that actually looks pretty cool. Okay. I'm kind of changing the profile of the ship a little bit. It's got a lot of extra pieces. And I know that that adds on to the hull. I think, but it also adds weight. So I'm going to delete these. Ah, see, I've improved the mobility now. Because it has less mass, I guess? Yeah, I like that better. Okay. But now, the question is, how do I improve the weapon system? I need to, what have I got? I've got a laser. I've got a missile launcher. Duplicate. There we go. Yeah, I can't put that there. Ooh, I can put it up here. Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That can do some missile damage. Yeah. And now let's duplicate this. I lost 1 point of mobility, but I think it's worth it to do more damage. Can I duplicate this one? No. I wonder why. Oh, because I need Starship Design rank 2, that's why. Okay. Okay. So the science lab is next to the infirmary. I think I like that. The workshop is right here. Alright, captain's quarters. I'm gonna move that forward. There we go. Okay. Let's see what that looks like on the inside. Let's look underneath here. We've got some structural pieces that may or may not really need to be there. Well, I guess they're supporting all the grav jump fuel tanks. It's got a jump range of 30 light years, which is as much as you need in this game. I'd read online that you never need more than like 28, I think it said. So if I can jump 30, then I can pretty much go anywhere. I wish I could do more with the lasers, though. I don't know if I'm crazy about these lasers. Alright, right now I'm doing 38 damage with the lasers at a range of only 880. I assume that's meters or whatever the distance, furlongs or something. I don't know how they're measuring the distance. Light years? I doubt that. Hey, Beyond Belief, how you doing? Welcome to the chat room. Beyond Belief says you went through the Vanguard and unlocked the best weapons in the game and second best shield. Did I? I haven't gone through the Vanguard. I've only just started the Vanguard questline. But how you doing today? Beyond Belief says, how far in? Not far. I went to Tau Ceti 2 and found the Terror Morph there, and that was it. I haven't done anything else. Because after I did that, then the next time that I live streamed, I finished up the Ryujin questline. And now I am trying to finish up the Crimson Fleet questline. And I didn't stream for the past 2 days, so I haven't done a whole lot since the last time you were here, I think. Alright, let's check the flight check. All systems nominal. All right. Ooh. Is that what you're talking about with the Vanguard? Vanguard Obliterator Auto Projector? What is an auto projector? Is that a type of laser? Oh, there's the Vanguard missile launcher. Is that what you're talking about? That is a good weapon. Oh, okay. So right now, Class C, range 44, hull damage, shield. Vanguard Hellfire Autocannon. I don't know. What I've got right now is doing 400 and almost 470 hull and shield damage. I don't know if the Vanguard is necessarily going to do better than that. Nope. I think I'm going to stick with what I got. Ooh, the Gauss gun's nice. Alright, I'm gonna go with this alpha beam because it gives me range and increased hull and shield damage, I think. Nope. That was actually not a good decision. It says I've lost power. Max power 8. Alright, the Vanguard Starseeker Pulse Missile increases my fire rate and range, but I would lose laser power and hull, so don't know if that's worth it. This would increase mobility, decrease hull, increase my lasers. Yeah, that one. The Eradicator. That's the one I'm going to go with. I think that's the better trade-off. All I'm losing is a little bit of hull. It's a Class B, though. So, can I do that with a Class C engine? It says no warnings encountered. All right. I'm happy with that for now. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Lasers and missiles. That's a gunboat. All right. Oh, I like that. Okay. Losing a little mobility. Let me look at this a little bit. Alright. I like it. I'm just looking to see if I can lighten it even further. I'm thinking if I got rid of these structural pieces in the front, move the fuel tanks forward, move that forward. Yeah, I probably could streamline it a little more, but I don't know. I think it's good. Good for now. The main thing was I wanted to redo the interior, so let's go check out the interior. I wanted to beef up the weapons and rearrange the interior, and we've done that, so let's go check it out. Alright, so come on board. Acquire the power on XL2. I don't care. I seem to have locked up. I can't move around. Great. I am stuck here. Bored, it says. That's really weird. Great. That's a weird bug. I'm caught in a loop. And it looks like I might be fucked. Come on, game. Don't fuck me over. What? What in the world is going on here? Stop auto-saving! Alright, let's try fast traveling away from here. Oh wow, this is really fucked up. Okay, let's see if we can do a hard save. Let's see if we can reload that save. And see if we can get through this glitch. Nope. Alright, I can see myself in third person. Alright. Now I seem to be alright again. That was weird.
No, I like the terrible uniform so much. I might actually become a barista just to wear one.
All hands aboard were dead, and the signs point to Baru zealots. The call has gone out for both Three-Star Collective and United Colonies Security to unite and do something about this common threat.
10% of the down payment.
Alright. So what are we supposed to do here? Proceed to Madame Sauvage's. Alright. Whew, that was a really weird bug. I don't know what went wrong there, but we seem to be okay now. Knock on wood. No, am I locked up? Nope, okay.
I want to suggest diverting the
Speak to Estelle Vincent.
This place is like my second home.
Alright.
You looking to get zoned?
I'm looking for you. I'm not a tourist, so you can drop the act. I'm from the Crimson. Oh, I'll just say I'm looking for you.
Yeah. Well, if I had a credit for every time I heard that line, I wouldn't be stuck working in this place. So, I'm guessing you're the rook that Delgado sent. Well, let me save both of us some time. Turn around, fly back to the key, and tell the big boss that I'm in no mood to screw around. We'll make this deal when he starts taking me seriously.
Uh-oh. I'm tired of being called a rook. Cut the crap and get to work. Who said no one's taking you seriously?
Come on, give me a break. You're not exactly a top dog over there at the key, now are you? Sending me a rook to handle a job this risky is a goddamn insult.
Yeah, well, I'm a rook who's also a Ryujin senior operative with an office down the street there. So I think I can get some shit done. I need specifics.
Specifics, huh? Okay, fine. I spent the last 3 months setting up this job, burned 2 contacts and a hell of a lot of credits. The whole time, I'm also keeping Bayu off our backs. That idiot even catches a whiff of money and he latches onto you like a damn leech.
Okay. If you want to piss off Delgado by complaining, that's on you.
All right. I get the point. Let's just get this over with. I don't have a ton of time to stand here and screw around, so I'm gonna make this as clear as possible. You want the conduction grid tech, then you're gonna have to download it from the power core of Generdyne's facility in the underbelly.
Okay. All right, what kind of facility are we talking about?
I'm talking about Generdyne's main power plant for Neon. All their cushy offices might be up in the trade tower, but the nuts and bolts of their operation are running beneath the city.
Okay. And what exactly is the power core?
Some fancy name the brain-trusted Generdyne calls the room where all the power from the conduction grid is stored. Cute, right? Hey, don't look at me. I didn't build the damn thing. All I know is that the tech inside the place is valuable. Love the confidence. But before you pull the ripcord, I'm afraid I need to add a bit of a wrinkle. While you're inside Generdyne, I need you to plant a virus into their system. It's a simple side job that'll earn you some credits. I think you can handle it.
Fuck you, I'm not gonna do your work for you. Delgado never mentioned anything about a virus. Nope, I came only to get the data. Delgado never mentioned anything about a virus.
That's because you're planning it for me as a favor. Generdyne has all sorts of tasty, valuable snacks in their databanks, and I want access. Here, take this microdrive and access the computer in Breyson Bayu's office.
They didn't
It'll
say
do
I'd
the
do
rest
it.
on its own.
Okay. Another Bayu works at Generdyne. Oh, it's not the same guy, the governor guy?
Yep. Nepotism has its advantages. Word on the street is that the Generdyne gig is the only one Benjamin could get for his younger brother. He's not the brightest.
Okay. I assume I'll be facing some serious security.
Oh no. Are you scared, little rabbit? Well, don't worry. I've got you covered. Generdyne's got their place locked down tight. But, as usual, the weak link comes from the people that work there. I recommend you start with Ayumi Komiko, an upper-level exec at Generdyne. Get your hands on her security pass, and you'll have the run of the place.
I have some pull at Ryujin if it helps. Oh, I've got Ryujin Industries conversation option. Here we go.
Ryujin Cloud doesn't mean shit at Generdyne. So you're gonna have to deal with Komiko and potentially her boyfriend, Benjamin Bayu. Anyway, you can find Komiko at Euphorica. Talk to the owner of the place, Micah. She'll point you in the right direction. As for dealing with Komiko herself, she's got an office in the trade tower if you're looking for something incriminating. The rest is up to you, Rook. When you're done, come meet me at the VIP booth in the Astral Lounge so we can celebrate.
Okay. Can you tell me anything useful about Generdyne?
Not much to tell, really. Thanks to their nifty little conduction grid, they're able to provide power for the entirety of Neon. Damn thing was supposed to be some kind of miracle invention, turning lightning into usable electricity. Neat trick, right? Only catch is that you need a planet like Voli, where lightning strikes often enough to make it feasible. Guess how many of those exist? Ding! If you said 0, you're absolutely correct. So Generdyne has been in dire financial straits for years.
Okay. I assume the city's been loaning them credits to keep afloat?
Loaning them credits? No, that's not how things work around here. The only reason they haven't folded is because they charge exorbitant fees for power. I'm talking 2 or 3 times what it costs in New Atlantis. Okay, now, on to round 2 of our little game. Guess who has a major stake in Generdyne and soaks up all that delicious profit?
People have no alternatives for receiving
Not
power?
a single one. In fact, there are no legal alternatives for anything in this godforsaken city. The only thing people can do is deal with the bullshit and try to get on with their miserable lives.
Yeah,
But let's
it's
get
pretty
back to
corrupt.
round 2 of our little game. Guess who has a major stake in Generdyne and soaks up all its delicious profit?
The Reliant Corporation.
Not even close. The answer you were looking for isn't another corporation. It's a person. It's good old Benny Bayu. That son of a bitch
big
has a
shocker.
finger in every single pie in the
I
sorriest
figured he
East
was
Coast
making
city.
himself rich off of
Generdyne's
everything
no different. All
in this
off
city.
the books, of course. How the hell do you think Breyson Bayu got the job down there? It wasn't because of his good
I'm
looks
getting
or
sick of this
smarts,
lady.
I can promise you that.
Great. What's Breyson's story?
Nepotism gets him the job at Generdyne as their chief technician. Yet the guy doesn't know the first thing about electrical engineering. They obviously invented the position just to give the moron a salary. One of the many poorly kept secrets in Neon. Frankly, I think he's such a screw-up. Benjamin Bayu stuck his ass in that facility under the city to keep him out of the limelight.
Okay, anything I need to know about Kamiko?
Businesswoman. Tough as hull plating. She's the COO at Generdyne, and I can assure you she didn't get there with her winning smile. As for her relationships, well, that's a bit more complicated. Publicly, she's having a bit of a fling with Benjamin Bayu. But rumor has it that she's just using Bayu and having a little bit of fun on the side with Micah, the owner of Euphorica. If I were you, I wouldn't bother trying to appeal to her good nature. She's a manipulative person who uses people to get what she wants.
Okay. What's the lowdown on Euphorica?
Pretty laid-back club over in Ebbside. Owner's
Yeah,
name
I'm
is
familiar
Micah.
with it.
She's young, but sharp as a razor, and has gang muscle to back her up.
Not anymore.
The little Aurora lounge she has tucked away in the building is the real gold mine.
We had a
Said she
gang
modeled it
war,
after opium dens on
and
old
they're
Earth.
gone now.
Bayu takes a cut of the profits, of course. The rumor says it's way less than he usually takes. No one knows why.
Okay.
Watch your step. Benjamin Bayu has eyes everywhere.
Great, thanks. I'm out of here.
Good for you.
All right. Let's see if I've got anything to sell off.
Need something? If it's too hot to handle, yes, let's.
Oh, I grabbed this calibrated shoddy. I guess I can get rid of that. Don't need that. I don't think I need to keep Ensign's or Remy's uniform, and if I had it around, it would be incriminating evidence, so we should sell it. I don't know. Maybe I should keep it. And this is all the guff that got stuffed into the cargo hold when I was working on the ship. $20 coffee mugs. So much junk. The bigger the ship, the more crap. Every time you work on your ship. I'll glance through the buyback just to make sure there's nothing I accidentally sold that I didn't want to sell. But I doubt it.
If you find anything else, make sure you bring it to me.
Alright, I am gonna fast travel away and go somewhere else for a minute. Just to see if I can get my ship unglitched. Because I've had a glitch before where sometimes when I change my ship around and work on my ships, I'll come out and there'll be like the old ship and the new ship and they're overlapping each other. Like they're both sitting on the landing pad and so the pieces of them are like glitching through each other. Maybe that's what was happening there when I tried to get on the ship. Now, I've got some quests here to talk to the members of Constellation, and generally I don't give a shit about Constellation, but I am kind of curious, like, why in the world they want to talk to me. I think it's about when the Ryujin stuff. When I finished the Ryujin questline, these things all popped up saying they wanted to talk to me. It's like, I don't know why they want to talk to me about Ryujin. But okay, what is that? Andreja, she's out there?
Cora, what are you reading these days?
Alright, well, I don't know why Andreja's outside. Let's try talking to Sam Coe instead. Where's he? In his room? Yep. What do you want, Sam?
Of all the places in the galaxy, only Neon can make me feel so damn oily. And you dealt with its absolute worst. Ryujin, Infinity LTD, all of it. You doing all right? That was a lot.
What do you care? He doesn't like me. He doesn't like anything about me. I can't get him to get me his companion quest or anything. He never likes anything I do. Yeah, don't worry about me.
Of course you are. You're tougher than me. How come no matter how advanced society gets, we still just can't help coming up with new horrors to inflict on ourselves? Mechs, xeno-warfare, and now this neuroamp tech. Swear it's the worst yet. Thank God you put a stop to it.
How do you know? Nothing good would come from neuroamps. Scientific progress marches on. Is neuroamp tech really as bad as the others? There They already have neuroamps on the market. I guess they're talking about the new one they put in my head.
Amen to that. With a piece of work like Ryujin, I know there isn't a good person to put in charge. I mean, I guess Masako's better than Ularu Chen, but you just know if violence or being just plain evil was the path of least resistance, then Masako would pick it same as Ularu.
Why in the world does he care? As horrible as Masako is, she is the least bad choice. You act like I could pick someone else. Yeah, I'll say that.
I know, it's unfair. The whole situation just makes me want to punch a wall. Well,
why?
The whole
Why
damn
do you
affair
care?
is over. Thank God.
Yeah, okay. Why in the world does he care? How does he know all of this? He wasn't with me. Maybe he heard it in the news broadcast or something, but like, how does he know I'm involved? Alright, I guess I'll talk to Barrett.
Captain, may I be of assistance on your ship?
Hey, Barrett.
Neon, you think it would be peaceful with all those calm waters and beautiful sunsets. But I can't think of any town that's more stressful. Ryujin, Infinity Ltd. And there you were, navigating corporate bureaucracy like a professional.
How do you know? You weren't there. I'm glad it's done. I couldn't take much more.
I hear you. Look, I know Neon is going to be Neon, no matter what any of us do about it. But I'm glad you put a stop to that neuroamp tech. Nothing good was going to come from that.
Yeah, that's what Sam said. I don't just corporations. Simple. What? It would have given Ryujin too much power. I think this is I don't trust corporations, but that's not what it says. I'll just say it would have given Ryujin too much power.
Control groups, armies. They could have become a military power. I guess we'll find out if we can trust them if you suddenly start coming after all of us, huh?
There's an idea. Girl, I'm gonna get you.
Ha ha ha. But seriously though, I'm watching you. Anyway, not that I care a ton about the internal politics of some ethically dubious megacorp, but... So Masako, huh? I mean, between her and Ularu Chen, I get it, but you don't trust her, do you?
No, I don't trust any of them. It says that. I don't trust any of them.
Well, I trust you. And I'm glad the choice was yours and not mine. Anyway, you didn't happen to pick up any investment tips while you were in there? Just kidding.
No.
I don't even want to know.
Yes, Barrett. Number 3. Your retort to the...
I guess I'll talk with Sarah Morgan
Crimson
next.
Fleet Raiders on Leonis 3. Number 2. Your wisecrack about the Ashta and the Miner to the patrons of the Stoneroot Inn. Number 1.
Is she in her bedroom? Oh, she's right here. Hey.
Handling those tricky decisions regarding Ryujin must have been difficult. In fact, I'm amazed you were able to deal with him at all. Those types of corporations remind me why I never ventured into business. I can't stand that way of life.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's disgusting.
It is disgusting. And I'm pleased you recognized that Ryujin almost made a grievous error in judgment. After all, based on your recommendation, they've ceased their work on that disturbing neuroamp technology.
How does she know that? I don't care why it frightens her. I'm happy you approve of my decision. I'm not. I don't care. Oh. Alright, I'll just say I'm happy you approve.
Why wouldn't
whatever.
I be pleased about your decision? Can you imagine if that technology had fallen into the wrong hands? The awful things you could force people to do. Oh, it's terribly frightening.
That's why I made him shelve it. Sure. Negatives outweigh the positives.
Yes, quite. Well, I've certainly taken up enough of your time. Thanks for letting me get that off my mind.
Sure.
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
Okay.
Remember our last conversation, when you told me the artifacts made you so overwhelmed you couldn't remember a thing? Well, it got me thinking. So I dove into our archives and started looking through Constellation's older journal entries. Just because I wasn't familiar with the experience you described, doesn't mean the same might have been true for my predecessor.
Were any of the old journal entries helpful?
Unfortunately, no. Other than you and Barrett, there were no records of direct encounters with the artifacts. I have to admit, though, I did get more than a bit sidetracked reminiscing about old times.
Barrett? What do you need, Barrett? Barrett's right there. He seems to need something. You never mentioned your predecessor to me before. Barrett! We're having a conversation here, dude.
Really? I'm surprised that I haven't. After reading those journals, all of the pleasant memories of my time spent with Aja just started flooding back.
Okay, I feel like we're making some good memories of our own. Aja?
Aja Mamasa. She was the youngest member of Constellation when it was founded. Only took her 15 years to reach chair. Sorry, I sometimes get so caught up in my own bubble, I forget that I wasn't the first.
Okay, she must have been an amazing person.
She absolutely was. Aja was the one that taught me the ropes at Constellation and took me under her wing as her protege.
Okay. So I guess she was trying to keep an eye on you?
Now that you mention it, you're probably right. Either way, we logged quite a few interesting discoveries together. Honestly, it wasn't so much what Aja and I discovered in our travels. It was the journey that was memorable.
Okay. Did you discover anything I might have heard about?
We catalogued unusual stellar phenomena, a few habitable worlds, and some unique life forms, but nothing SSNN would bother to report.
Okay. Okay, I guess I can relate to
Exactly. For me...
Well, they kind of really railroaded me into that moment, didn't they?
There was nothing quite like sitting back and watching space bend while listening to Aja spin vivid stories to fill the time. Oh, I find that sort of cozy isolation the best way to really get to know someone.
Okay. I take it I'm the protege on this journey? What journey? I don't go anywhere with her.
At this point, I'd say you've graduated from protege and moved up the ladder. A bit. You know, all this talk about Aja reminds me that my time with her was a gift. I miss her dearly.
Okay. Sounds like you two were in love. Is she dead? I guess I'll ask that.
She retired. Living on Porima 2 now, I think. Come to think of it, if we're ever out that far, perhaps we could pay her a visit, and I could make proper introductions.
Okay. Are you sure visiting her would be a good idea?
Oh, don't worry. There's no bad blood between us. The worst that might happen is you get stuck listening to two old friends catching up on old times.
Yay. Okay. She sounds like a tough act to follow.
You don't need to follow anyone. Just be yourself. I chose to accompany you on this journey because I saw something
what journey?
familiar in your
We don't go
eyes.
anywhere together. Sarah!
For exploration.
Back off. Flirt. I'd like to discover more about what we have right here. Ugh. Well, I guess you have me all figured out.
Then we're both on the same page. Anyway, That's all I had to discuss for now, so if you'd point the way, we can
Is that-
continue our journey.
Supposed to be one of her affinity dialogues or something? Did I just get?
Hey, Sarah.
Where, why are you
holding
even
up
in
okay?
here?
Can't be easy being in charge of
Ugh.
all this.
That's so weird. I never spend any time with Sarah, and she's talking like we're the best of friends.
Barrett,
All right.
expressing actual honest concern.
Where in the heck is Andreja? Where is she? Out here? Talk with Andreja. Where is she at? Where is you, Andreja? Where's you at? She's in the commercial district. Why is she in the commercial district? Why in the world is Andreja on top of that building? This is so weird. This game is so bugged. What just happened there? It's like I don't have a power pack on. Yeah, I was pushing the boost button and I wasn't boosting. Oh god, this game. I just checked. I just looked and I had this power pack on. And so I jumped and I hit the boost button. And it didn't work. Now it's working. But there's no way for me to get back up there. Okay. Oh my gosh. Let me try fast traveling again. This is so weird. Alright. Let me take care of my broken leg or whatever it is. Fractured limb. Actually, I think I can go to the doctor's office right here. Isn't there... Wasn't Andreja on top of the medical building?
What?
Or was she on top of the distribution center? She was on top of the distribution center. Why in the world would she be there? Oh, now suddenly... what? Alright, now I can fly. Oh. Let me try this again, now that I can fly. There she is, right there. Alright. Let's see if I can get over there this time.
It is pleasing to speak with you.
Why are you on top of this building, Andreja?
I suppose now you can add climbing the corporate ladder to your list of accomplishments. I think it is perhaps for the best that the research program will come to an end. Where that neuroamp technology could lead, there are many bad outcomes. Too many.
Yeah, no one should have that degree of control over others.
Except you.
That.
Perhaps. You do still have one in your head.
How do you know that? I didn't tell you that. It wasn't in the news. That's a secret. Does it bother you? Not that I care.
I consider this to be a much safer outcome than nearly any other. And before you joke, yes, that is a compliment. And if you are the only one with this neuroamp, I know exactly who to keep an eye on. I suggest you keep that in mind. With the neuroamp matter settled, we should move on to other things, yes?
Okay. Are you going to be stuck up on top of this building forever now? Why don't you follow me?
I'm here for you, should you need me.
Yeah. Come on, let's go
I
out.
have sharpened the blade for this very occasion. Just in case we need it.
Okay, come with me. And we'll get out of here. Alright, let's take you back to the lodge, Andreja. Hello? Do I know you?
They were gonna
Hey,
give our
it's you
son
again.
to a different family.
Yeah?
We made
Hi,
it back just
Bobby.
in time.
I see you've met your new step-parents. You have step-parent? Is that your new step-parent? Who are you? I don't remember you. Good to see you, kid. I honestly don't remember who you are. Yeah, okay. Good to see you, I guess.
These are my parents. I told everyone they just got on a different shuttle, but nobody would listen. We're just exploring New Atlantis. We have a
Okay.
new apartment. This place is amazing. Anyway, it was nice to see you again.
Oh, I think
Maybe I'll
this is
see
a
you
kid.
around. And don't forget my birthday. It's June 11th.
Okay. Maybe this is the kid that we saw when we first walked into town.
Bobby
Oh,
mentioned
Philip
he met you.
Katz.
He's had quite
And
the adventure.
Martha
He's quite
Katz.
something, our Bobby, isn't he?
I guess. That's weird. Okay. Alright. Let's get the heck out of here. I'll take her back to the lodge. And then I'll get rid of her again. Maybe she'll stay there. Hey, Scarface, how you doing? Says, let's see that suit again. Which suit? That suit? Or my spacesuit? I don't like that pack. I'm gonna put the back on this one even though it weighs so much. This is the operative suit from the Ryujin quest line.
I do appreciate that not every meter of land was plowed under to build this city. This tree is far too grand for such a fate.
Okay, yeah, I think that's the weeping tree that we had to fix. Alright,
I
Andreja.
always enjoy these moments.
Bye-bye.
You will be lost without me, but as you wish.
Alright, you go home now. Go on. We're not too far from the lodge. You go on home. Okay, bye. Yeah, see, I knew I should have just ignored all those people. That was stupid. Alright, so what's next? Optional. Locate evidence to extort a Yumi Komiko. I guess we're gonna go back to Neon. Alright, one of the reasons I left Neon was because my ship was glitching after I worked on it in the ship builder. So I wanted to leave Neon for a little while and then go back. Alright, here we are. Let's fix my broken bones. I'll go to Reliant Medical.
We've got you covered.
I probably have something in my inventory I can use to fix it, but let's not waste our time if we don't have to. Hello?
Those supplies were sorely needed. Thanks again for getting them to me.
You're welcome. Can you fix my leg? Hello?
Please state the nature of your medical emergency.
I need help.
Let's take a look. Honestly, I'm surprised you're walking around like this.
Take care of everything. Sure, there you go.
Nothing a little needle and thread can't fix. Okay. This might hurt a little. Ship shape and ready for action.
Okay. Didn't fade to black? Okay. Bye. How's the supplies I brought from the clinic?
Yes, absolutely. And I'm not going to lie. It's nice to not have to scrounge every last one of my own credits to pay for that stuff. Oh, and don't worry about future shipments. Ever since you connected the dots between myself and Abby, she's been reaching out. She's organized regular supply runs between Voli Alpha and the clinic using some private contractors to avoid any further interference. It's nice to finally have time to concentrate on the more important things around here, like keeping people healthy and on their feet.
I'd helped him get some medical supplies at one point. Alright, thanks, Doc. Now I should be all fixed up. Optional. Locate evidence to extort. Yeah, let's do that.
What are you looking at? Move along.
Let's do a save. I haven't done a hard save in a while.
Yeah, what? Is this important? I'm really busy right now. Let me save you some time. If you're here for a job, we're not hiring. If you're here about the conduction grid tour, we shut it down a year ago.
Tour would have been nice.
Well, like I said, it's shut down. Had to cut the entire tour staff too. Look, I'm sorry if I'm blowing up at you, but I've got a ton of problems and no time to deal with them all. I'm afraid that things aren't going terribly well around here.
If you don't mind talking about it, I'm willing to listen.
I don't care if I'm allowed to or not. I'm happy to get this off my chest.
Okay.
The conduction grid went online almost 75 years ago. And since then, we haven't developed a single groundbreaking innovation. At this point, the money we're taking in as a power utility barely covers the waste that's going on in the research and development division.
Ooh, sounds like you need a new person in charge of R&D.
You'd think that, right? The problem is that Breyson Bayu, Administrator Bayu's brother, is currently heading up the R&D division. I swear to you, the man doesn't know the first thing about power systems or electromagnetic technology.
Why do you care what happens at Generdyne?
I can give you 117 reasons. Our employees. If Generdyne goes completely under, how many of them will lose their jobs? How many might get cut in a restructure? My position puts me in charge of the welfare of our personnel. I can't in good conscience allow that to happen to them.
Okay. So you don't have much of a choice?
None whatsoever. Look, I'm running out of options. No one above me seems to care what's going on, but I'm willing to take a chance. I have a full report on Breyson that I want to send to Administrator Bayu, but I don't know if he can be trusted. What do you think I should do?
Oh, dang. If you're worried about the company, send their report. Bayu is a dangerous man. Bury the report. I honestly don't know what you should do. What does the report say?
It describes my aggravation with how badly Breyson Bayu is running the Research and Development Division. I'm also including a list of all the failed experiments he's greenlit, and how much they've cost Generdyne as proof of his incompetence. I'm praying someone as financially successful as Administrator Bayu might be able to put aside his ego and look at this from a business perspective.
Gosh, well that's possible, but then he could also just decide to take you out because you're saying bad things about his brother. If you're worried about the company, send the report to Administrator Bayu. That'll put a target on him though, wouldn't it? I honestly don't know what you should do.
Yeah, I get it. You don't want to get involved. Typical. Look, I still need to put the finishing touch on these reports. If you change your mind and you can help me decide, I'd really appreciate the help.
Oh, wow. Mind if I ask you some questions about Komiko? Where did Generdyne get its start? Can you tell me how the conduction grid works? Why aren't the conduction grids in every major city? Well, because they said it needed to be in places where there was lots of lightning. Hey, Will. Have you met the Polterabend guy in the hotel?
Things on your mind?
So.
I'm right there with you.
Mind if I ask questions about Komiko?
As long as it doesn't get me into serious trouble. Ask away.
Persuade. Do you suspect she's involved in anything illegal?
Whoa. Okay, that's crossing the line. I can't discuss company matters like this.
Manipulation. Ooh, I can use my manipulation. What I'm asking for is completely reasonable.
I think you may be right.
I'm sure there's a way we can both walk away happy.
Maybe so. Okay, listen. You didn't hear this from me, but I know she's up to something with Benjamin Bayu. He was in her office a few weeks ago, and they had some kind of shouting match. It got really heated until Bayu stormed out the door. I don't know what it was about, but I happen to know Miss Komiko keeps audio recordings of all her meetings in her safe. And before you ask, yes, I'll unlock it for you. Just don't tell anyone I helped, okay?
Okay. If you're so nervous about it, why are you allowing me into her safe? Oh, well, because I was just persuading him? But I guess I'll ask that.
Because I'm sick and tired of the corruption that's running through this city.
Okay,
People
fair
around
enough.
here spend half their lives terrified about being backstabbed, and spend the rest of it planning on how they're going to screw over someone else. Something rotten is going on in this company, and one day, I hope to find out what it is.
Oh, Will says have to go now. Good luck with the mission. Thank you. What is the Polterabend guy in the hotel? You asked if I had met him. I don't know if I've ever been in the hotel. Here in Neon? That's not ringing a bell. Okay, I guess that's all I need for now.
Sure, no problem. It was great speaking with you.
Okay. I can just walk in here?
Are you gonna let me work, or are you gonna keep bothering me?
I guess he unlocked the safe for me. So I can just waltz in here. Oh, and I shut those. Let's see what's on the computer, if anything interesting. Security reminder. Automated update failed. Update available. A new update's available for your current operating system. That's funny. I guess that's nothing of interest to me. I can steal all her goodies if I want to. I don't care. David Copperfield. I think I've already seen this book in the game. I don't care about that. Okay. Now, should we tell him to submit the report? Oh, Will's saying not important, just fun. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've run into that yet. Let's see. Generdyne, STARFIELD. I don't know. What was that guy's name? Sending the report to Bayu or not depends on the player's play style. Sending the report is the right thing to do morally and ethically. He can use the report against you. I don't know. I'm looking through the articles here online and it's not really telling me much. I know. I'm looking things up on Google. See, I would want to send the report to make things better for the company, but I would hesitate to send the report because Bayu, I mean,
Hey,
clearly...
I still have that full report on Breyson that I want to send to Administrator Bayu. Do you think I should send it or not?
I'm going to say no. Because Bayu is a dangerous man, and basically you're snitching on his brother or cousin or whoever the heck this guy is, son, I don't know. But he's not going to want you causing problems, so...
You know what? You're absolutely right.
Save your ass, my
Bayu's
dude.
Killed people for doing less.
Exactly.
The hell was I even thinking? Hey,
exactly.
Look. Thanks for helping me out with this. It's been on my mind for a long time. If there's anything else you need, any questions at all, feel free to ask.
Okay, you've been very helpful. Did you know that your CEO, Mr. Harada, is actually Administrator Bayu? How did I know that? Did I find that out from the evidence I just picked up but I didn't listen to yet?
What? Oh my god. Funny thing is, when you think about it, it actually makes perfect sense. I've never actually met Mr. Harada. I haven't even seen a picture of the man. I've only communicated with him via messages. So that means Bayu has a controlling stake in Generdyne already. And he's soaking up a corporate salary to boot. Pure genius. Well, this certainly puts a different spin on things. I'll just keep my head down for now and my mouth shut about Breyson Bayu.
Yeah, exactly. Okay,
Hope
bye.
To see you again soon.
Okay, I guess I should listen to this evidence, huh? Oh, where's the evidence? Oh, now we gotta go through this whole list because I didn't look at it right away. And I can't remember what it was called. There it is. Message meeting with Bayu evidence.
All right, Ben. What was so important I had to come to the office in the middle of the night?
It's the numbers, Ayumi. I don't like what I'm seeing.
If you'd stop interfering with my company, the numbers would be better.
Your company? That's funny. I thought it belonged to Mr. Harada.
Give me a break. We both know you set up that identity so we could both reap the profits off the books.
If Generdyne was showing a profit, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
How the hell am I supposed to make a profit when all I have is your brother, the idiot, as my chief technician?
I'd choose your next words very carefully, Miss Komiko. Raise the utility costs to your clients, cut some staff, I don't care how you do it. I want Generdyne's profit soaring by the end of the month. And if I ever hear you talking about Breyson like that again...
Yeah, see?
Well, I'm sure you can imagine the consequences.
If he had sent that report, he'd probably be dead afterwards, so it's a good thing I told him not to send it. Okay. Let's get the heck out of here.
get paid enough to deal with stuff like
Alright, now I'm going to go out to my ship and see if that looks normal again, if I can get on board and look around at my ship. I couldn't take a tour after I'd finished working on it because it was glitching. It might still be glitching. Yeah, I think it is. Alright, I will just go back to Neon. Alright, I will exit the ship. Alright, I am going to stop there for today. This has been a weird episode. I had a lot of bugs, a lot of glitches. Went and talked to Constellation. That was weird. Andreja was on the roof of some random building in New Atlantis. That was weird. My ship keeps glitching out. That's weird. Alright. I'm going to get the heck out of here. I'm going to go eat dinner. And that is not going to be weird because I'm going to make some macaroni and cheese. And I'm going to grill up some hamburger to put in it. Make my own kind of hamburger helper sort of thing. And go eat with my family. Alright. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. Thanks to those of you who chat with me in the chat room when I'm live streaming, and those of you who leave comments for me on YouTube. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a good time. I know that STARFIELD is not the most popular game at the moment. In fact, it seems to be one of the least popular games I've ever played on my channel. But I'm going to continue on at least long enough to finish up this Crimson Fleet quest line, and I'm going to do the Vanguard quest line. And that's probably whereabouts I'll quit. I don't expect to finish the main storyline. I have no interest in doing that. But, yeah, after I play this, what am I going to play next? I've got several little indie games that I want to try out. And I may even try out Baldur's Gate 3. So stick around for that at some point, maybe the end of the month or next month, depending on how long it takes me to get through this stuff in STARFIELD. Hey, if you're watching me on Twitch and you want to check out my YouTube channel, it's the same name, Jewel Smith. And if you're watching on YouTube and you want to check me out on Twitch, it's Jewel Smith. So stop by and say hi. Take care of yourselves until next time. Scarface is asking gamer tag. I don't know. You mean on Xbox? I think it's Jewel Smith. I'm not sure though. This is the first and only game I've ever played on Xbox. But most places I am Jewel Smith, so. Catch you later. Bye.